Pozzo Spanish flank, not so nice. Mongol pocket Cumbrich. Pocket Kentucky, main flank Skyline. Main flank Go, so main versus main flank, that'll be interesting. Hun pocket Beach Fox, so it's Hun pocket versus Hun pocket, main flank versus main flank on the bottom, so it's perfectly mirrored. Mongol pocket Kremlik. Mongol pocket Cumbrich, so the civs are perfectly mirrored. The only difference is that Nero is Persians and Poxo is Spanish. And I really think Persians just have an infinitely stronger bonus. Because with Persians versus Spain, you should really just do knights. Because if they go conks, you can just go camels and the pocket's going to do knights, probably. I don't imagine Mongol pocket would go expos and then Spanish flank would do knights, that'd be kind of odd. Britain pockets go expos, I've done that before, it's really fun because they get the extra range and it kind of pays off. Cheap Britain TC so you can still boom really hard and stuff. But yeah, so it's kind of like if you go full camels as Persia flank, you could pretty much let the Mongol pocket boom to Mangudai, or you can hold off conks, knights, whatever combo they make. I'm assuming both the mains will scout each other, and they'll both decide to drush. I mean, Blue's map, the front's pretty easily to wall, like you could wall there, put the barracks and archery ranges here, and then like the whole front of your map's just safe. Red has like perfectly back gold, he can just palisade to the woods, keeping the archers off, hope he doesn't get towered. And his gold's pretty impenetrable, he's got good wood as well. Easy map to Drush FC expos on. Drush FC plumes, not so much. I mean, if you look, his stone is behind the wood line, and his second stone's like at the front, so there's no way he could go plumes. I mean, you could try and take this stone, but it would be so risky. It's just not worth it. The vills have to go all the way around the back of the TC. It'd be so easy to trap and kill 5 or 6 vills. And for blue, could he do plumes? I guess he could take this stone if he walls the front enough. Then, or this like super back stone if he scouts, even though it's a bit far away. It's possible. I'm assuming Poxo will probably Drush FC into knights. I mean, you could do conks actually pretty easily, wall the front, take the gold, pretty good stone. You could do conquistadors, wall the front here, and they like build a tower. Because you wall the back and side, build one tower here, and then wall the rest, you can defend from feudal age archers, pretty much. And by the time they have enough, like your pocket will have come with knights, and you can just place the castle and go ham. You might do scouts as well, he's only got 3 on wood, so I think Poxo's doing scouts. So it's either scouts into conks or scouts into knights, which is pretty much the only 2 things you can do with Spain, because they don't get crossbowman upgrade. So you just don't go archers to Spanish, it's just silly. Nero's built a horrible house next to his woodline, it's going to cause a lot of problems until he cuts these 2 trees touching it. Like, you need at least 1 tile space between the tree and any given building that isn't a lumber camp, otherwise your vills, like your vills is another lumber camp here or something, or maybe if they want to take this tree and they'll start running around the house and then running around this straggler, it causes issues, it's not very efficient. I think Kremlik's going for early scouts, unless he's just added a 4th vill slightly later. Some pause, because if you do 3 on wood, you're guaranteed to be doing scouts. If you go 4 on wood, it means you could be doing various other strategies. But if you go 3 on wood, it's like, that's the only strategy that doesn't require going at least 4 on wood. Are we going to see a lame? Skyline concedable? Yep, here we go. Bye bye goes ball. Oh, not quite. Oh, okay, he's going to build a house instead. I'm not sure what Skyline is doing. He's kind of ignoring it. Like, is he going to take it? It's like, he's just looking at the ball. It's like, you're going to really wait for a vill to come and then... No, he was just busy microing. He's like, I can't steal the ball now. But the ball only hit eagle once, so I'm fairly sure it'll run back. Don't get hit down the hill. The ball gets plus 25% damage on your eagle. It's not very nice. But it's been hit twice now, so I don't know if it counts and it will carry on chasing. I'll check back later. Huns needs to get his 2nd boar. He not scouted it. I mean, he really should have that 2nd boar under his TC by minute 6. Oh gosh, he hasn't scouted it. He should know though. Based on how much he scouted, he should send vills either here, or there. But honestly, the amount of scouting he's done to minute 6 is really rather poor. I think he scouted like this corner for no reason. It looks like, yep, Skyline's got an extra boar, so main, that's really big in the main wars. Seeing as they get their 20% resource bonus as well. Like, he's a boar ahead of his guy, and then Blue's like, oh, my boar's not there anymore. Snap, at least he's got 3 deer near the mill, so it's not so bad. He can just take the deer and it shouldn't really mess up his macro. Again, I don't like that house, would have liked it on the edge by this tree. So there's more trees exposed, and just in general, like, I don't know, I prefer houses here, and it's even got one more tile to the right if you wall the front. I talk about walls a lot because in team games, walling is a thing. Especially when I watch, like, the China teams, they just do team walls. Like, I would seriously imagine if China were playing in Team CZ's position, they would have team walled the 2 pockets and all this kind of stuff. Even between red and purple, there'd be full walls. So yep, Skyline going for the drush. I'm not sure what Go is doing. Maybe he's just going for a feudal rush. Or an archer flush, which when you're -1 ball versus someone drushing who's also mains, that's like really dangerous. Because you have to do a lot of damage really fast, and considering how safe his golden wood is, I don't think Go can do that kind of damage. Because if you don't hit them early and they get Castle Age, all they do is they just wait at home until the pocket comes, and then you just get wrecked. Because it'll be Expos and Knights versus Archers and Knights, and obviously the Expos are so much stronger. More damage, more range, more HP. So Green's doing like I said, Poxo's doing 22 pop scouts, standard time. Blue is going for some kind of flush. The thing is though, he's not FCing, look at his resources, he has no farms, he has no resources, he hasn't even built a barracks, he's not taking gold. So he's building barracks now, so he's definitely going to go archers, but he needs more bills and wood, and he also needs gold. And the problem is Josh will come in, he could lane the deers. If the deers get lanes, that'll be really bad for Go, because he has to have those deers to catch up on the fact that he's -1 ball. So if he gets lamed even more, he's just... which he is, Skyline's just going to go and kill the deer. And it just... I don't know what... There's a bonus. It looked like even the one deer that was here, I don't know if there's Hill. Oh, he's going to lose a Vil because he's not microing. I think he might lose all 4 of these Vils if he's not paying enough attention. No, okay, and he lost 1 Vil, but he lost the 2 deer, so it's kind of... He's still going to have no eco, and he's only taking gold now, so he won't have enough gold to pump archers from 2 archery ranges. You won't even have enough wood, 200 wood, you need, you know, it's 175 per range, and... Sorry, there's people screaming outside, I don't know what they're on about. Playing football or something. Yep, so scouts of Poxo. Is Persia just FCing? I think he's FCing. Is he gonna sling? Like, is he doing Market Blacksmith? I mean, he's gonna lose his Vil to Poxo's first scout because it's outside the wall and it's kind of dumb. He should just power save, move inside, rebuild it. Poxo's gonna see it and then he's gonna snipe the Vil. I guess it's actually a good thing on the basis that Teal's walling. He's doing a horrible wall. Why is he walling like that? Like, he could clearly see the tree line ends about here. You can see the light terrain there, and there. So you know, okay, I just built 2 tiles of wall. No, the scout's gonna get in, and he's gonna have some problems. Also, it's open around this side. Actually, no, it's not. So his 2 gold Vils are safe. He didn't need to build that house, but he did anyway. But he's still in trouble. Looks like Blue probably lost another villager, I'm not quite sure. He's village, he's only got 1 range. Now he has far too many Vils on gold. You should really have 4 on gold until you go up, with the rest on wood and then like 4 on berries so you can carry on pumping Vils. For the beginning of feudal if you're going aggressive archers. Purple trying to lame a Vil, not quite being able to do it. Well, the CZ team are walling a lot. I was quite surprised actually. Market Blacksmith with Persians, but why would you FC with Persians with Market Blacksmith? I literally don't understand. Because, is he slinging? Is he slinging Mongol Pocket with Persians versus Spain? Like, for real, dude, don't. Persians are like a super strong civ in Castle Age with their faster TCs. Their knights do plus damage to archer units. And you're versus Spain, so you know they're going to have to do knights or conks, and then you can just spam camels forever. You can do scouts into camels. Because if they rush, you can raid them with scouts and then wall up later, or there's just so many possibilities, but FCing with Market Blacksmith isn't one of them. And Poxo's just going to go and hit the pocket, who has nothing. He didn't wall, he didn't make spearmen. I don't know if they're just not communicating, or like something has gone horribly wrong with BZ's coordination, even at minute 15, so not a great start from the top. The bottom's basically been 1v1s, but like I said, I mean, if Red just easily walls the back, he'll be fine. And he's going Castle Age, and even though he's only got one archer range, he could just make like literally 1 or 2 skirms, and then plus vills. Because there's so few archers, and they don't even have fletching, so, and they never, you know, he's not even researching it. You can kill this with the vills he has, and he's going to, because he knows he can. He'll move away the sick vill, or not. But he'll just rush them and then send a skirm or an archer back or something. Just a bit micro. I assume Red will drop the second range soon. It's a little bit late, he should have dropped it by now, but I think he's going to do that with this villager. There's one stable at the moment for purple, so purple's doing 1 stable knights. Grey is also doing 1 stable knights. So both the pockets are doing 1 stable knights. Nice, be right back, I'll be back in a minute. I'll just leave it on, it's just, no, whose point of view, let's leave it on this point of view, back in a sec.
Chiquet. Tabiche. Shot it. Tabiche. Ashike. Shot it. Shot it. Shot it. Shot it. Ashike. Tabish. Ashike. Shot it.
Shade.
Okay. Back. So, what have I missed? Blue apparently lost a lot of vills. It was on his point of view, so people may have seen that. Probably due to the expos of red. Green trying to raid with scouts still. Transitioning into one stable knights. Doing market blacks with stable, odd build. Adding 3 TCs in the castle. I guess he added the stable just in case he got attacked. But he actually wanted just to go straight conks. Teal's doing God knows what. Maybe he thinks he's Saracens, I don't know, doing Mamluks. Look at his point of view. Let's see if he's slinging. He's on 2 TCs, 50 pop minute 25. Blood on stone, market blacksmith, adding 2 stables now. Not really sure what his plan was. Team Mongol pocket, 3 stable, being harassed by scouts, but he's got camels. I think he's going full camels, which is smart. Versus Spanish and Mongol pocket, you naturally just go only scouts, camels. 3 TCs from Cumbrich. You should really have 4 if he's doing 1 stable. Boom, it's minute 25. I guess I'll add it soon. It's a little bit late though. We see 1 stable mini boom into mass for Kentucky, so he's adding stables. I think Grey's doing like only 1 stable to limp, which is the kind of thing I used to do. And I'd be like, in like, you know, 16 plus 1700 games, I'd be like, why isn't this working? And then suddenly, like, I just learned that everyone goes mini boom into mass, so after I learned that, I started doing the smart thing and winning more games. So Blue didn't send any more vills back there because that seemed like a bad idea. He's only got 1 TC feudal. He's not going up to castle at minute 25, which is really bad, especially with Mayans. Like, he's just going to be so far behind Nika. Red has 55 vills, Blue has 35. 3 TC versus 1, getting stone for castles, even putting TC on that bad stone. He'll defend from these knights, he'll take this hill and hide. No, take the hill. The hill. But you're going to lose now because you didn't take the bastard hill. Well, you might have lost anyway, I don't know. But you would have had a much better chance if he'd gone in this little corner and hid. Or even this one, maybe. Oh, he survived. Mind. But he lost more than maybe he would have. I don't know, whatever. And then his pocket can just like YOLO and do whatever he wants. Game +2 bloodlines will go and hit. Oh, it's actually... Who's Grey's? Oh, it was Grey's Knights. So Grey lost all his knights. They're talking about restoring. Foxo's voted to save the game. Maybe someone's gone after the Dry Arabia team game. Where we left off, the Mayans both doing expos, 3 range expos from Skyline. No Bodkin yet. Blue's up to castle though, so Blue just has to keep his army alive. So he eats Castle Age and gets Bodkin. Probably towered the gold just for safety. Poxo coming with the scouts that didn't die as 2 spearmen though. Scouts do have bloodlines, but I think 2 spearmen, and if he sends the archers back, Blue should be fine. Got 3 spearmen on his woodline, so wouldn't worry about that. Adding a 4th TC for Poxo. Teal is probably going to drop a castle soon. He's getting quite a lot of stone. Well, I'm looking at Skyline's point of view, he's got 500 stone, but I know Nero's had been taking stone for a while as well. So I think orange is just booming. Highest population of Czech team 77 compared to 81 of Cumbric, so it's pretty much the same amount of vills as the other Mongol pockets, so it's not bad. Both Mongol pockets fairly even, both on 3 TCs, adding 4 TC for Cumbric. No 4th TC yet for Kremlik. So this is the problem now. Blue's not Castle Age yet, and he's going to lose everything to... These are +2 knights with expos. Yeah, this is really going to hurt. He's going to lose a lot of army. He'll save some, but he lost so many that it's really ruined his mass. And his pocket's still 1 TC, 1 stable knights. Already trying to go fast imp. See the Persian player getting pikemen because he really wants to just defend and boom. Just get camels, so camels are pretty effective. And purple knows that he can just fight tons of TCs, so blue's officially lost his whole army. He's going to lose all his vills, apart from one's garrison inside TC. I think purple's just going to kill it, yeah, he's just going to kill TC, send more knights, more expos. So they're going to have to do something special, because if blue needs to run with these vills on the wood, like run around here through Grey's base and just like reboom in this corner, and then pray that Huns can hold. That's just the only thing he can do. You shouldn't make the TC there because it's very close. Like once they've killed this TC, they find this one, they're just gonna move on and roll this one too. You really have to like actually run away to recover. So Teal's adding a forward castle, 3rd TC for him. 4th TC for Poxo, getting Conquistadors, probably going to try and raid a bit, but that's a good castle though. I would have preferred if it was not touching the gold, so if there's like 1 tile space so the vills can move easily around the gold, because otherwise you have some on this side. And I guess you could delete the palisades, but it's kind of hard to see now. I wish there was a mod that made it so that buildings completely skilled. Like you see this, you see the lumber camp, you can see the details of it one house and click it. I'd love the same for walls behind castles. So you could see the walls, you could delete any individual wall tiles behind the castle without deleting the castle. I don't know why that's not a thing. And TCs too, like if there's a tile or a tree behind here, you can't see it. I really would love that to be a feature, it would be so nice if I could see that. He's deleted the TCs running around, Grey has to delete the walls here. He realised that this was a bad idea. But his pocket needs to open. I think it is open, isn't it? Looks like there's a space here, there's 1 space. The blue's gonna have to run away and rebuild, hopefully he won't run into scouts of Pox. There is a knight there from his ally, so it should be okay. His ally is going to the Imperial Age, he needs to add a lot more stables and get very fast cavaliers. Bloodlines +2, Poxo coming in with the bloodline +1 Conquistadors to raid probably the pocket. The pocket's actually got pikemen as well. Cumbric going to Imperial, getting Balkan arrows, going straight to Mangadai. It's a nice castle from him, protects his 2 stones. Stone piles, not stones. Oxo also going to Imperial Age, probably transitioning into Paladins. I don't know, I mean, he kind of transitioned to Conks quite late. It probably would have just been more beneficial for him at this point to have just gone. I mean, I guess maybe he just wanted to make a few, you know, make a few Conks, do a bit of raiding, and then just go full Knights. As long as he's got the eco for it, it doesn't really matter. And the castle's a very good defensive building. Protecting this woodline gold, and his base, the other part of his base is walled. So yeah, blue's moving in the back. That's a good spot for a TC for the first one. He should probably steal Hun's gold here because he kind of needs it to get trade boom going. Huns is dying to the knights before he got up though, and the expos that are coming out because they do have ballistics. And probably thumb ring. Every arrow is hitting. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Skyline's got all the upgrades, so I think Grey's in a little bit of trouble here. He needs help from Orange. At this point, Teal's going to send some army. But the thing is, the pikemen are running with the knights, so the knights are moving more slowly. If you send them individually, the knights move faster. TZ calling GG. I think it was a bad situation for them. They were just generally behind. It was a good effort though. It was just the mass knights from Kentucky really were overpowered the full boom from Grey. And yellow was going to forward to siege workshops. Let's check the achievements. They picked the home map as BF, nice, and you stay with us 2v2 or 3v3. No. So Kentucky killing the most, that's kind of expected. Blue lost the most. Cumberich with the most wood and food, most gold for Kentucky. That kind of makes sense to me. Like, the Mongol pocket booming is going to have more food and wood to go up, get all the ecops and stuff, while the Hun pocket's going to be going full knights, he'll have more vills and gold faster. So that's... They're getting the most stone, which is surprising actually, he mined that much stone. Similar Imperial times, obviously for the Hun pocket and Mongol pocket, but they didn't have enough army to defend after going up. Lots of players made one castle. Villager high for Cumberich, 127. Followed by Kremlik, not bad pop count. It wasn't Kremlik, I think, didn't